Hello, happy campers. It's me, Maris. It's a Thursday afternoon, so we're going to do the weekend energy forecast. And today I'm going to use a brand new deck to me. It's called Foretell, and it's described as the energy forecasting oracle. So I thought, well, what do I like to do but energy forecast? And I said, and this is a cool deck. And it's taken me a while to get it because it was like every time I would order it, it would boom, it would show up. Something would happen, the order would get canceled, whatever. And so I kind of gave up on it. And then I was looking on Amazon and I picked myself up that deck. And lo and behold, it's here. So we are doing our weekend energy forecast using the Foretell deck. And so far I've got one card that's kind of flipped out, and we're seeing if we'll get other cards. My battery is really pretty low on the phone, so it might be just a really short reading this go around. A, B, C. Okay, finally. All right, so, and asking if there's anything else left to say. And there. All right, so I got a little handful of cards. Let's rock and roll and see what the energy is looking like. All right, so you see that's the box for it right there. It's Foretell by River Aether. It looks like Ether or Ether. It's the energy forecasting oracle. I love the deck. I think they're really, really pretty. And our first card here, this is the energy coming in, is Fruits of Labor. And it says, like the sun ripening the crops, your efforts have matured into a tangible success. So it means that good things are coming out of all of the hard work that you have done. So good things coming out of the hard work that you have done. However, everything's always going to have an obstacle. Nothing can be easy, right? It's always got to have a little bit of an obstacle there. And when we're looking at the obstacle, I'm seeing apology upside down. And I'm going to say this. Sometimes people do really crappy things in the name of whatever and throw it in your direction. So the obstacle is that sometimes people take advantage of a situation, and that situation includes you, and don't expect them to say I'm sorry, because at this point right now they feel like that they are in the right, and it doesn't make a difference what they are doing. It's like it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference to them if they are hurting you or not. Okay, so that third card, which is now going to be our help card, and you'll see is generational healing, and it's upside down. I know sometimes people don't quite understand generational healing through there, and this is saying it is really difficult for you to be going down and fixing all of the generational issues going on within your family. However, what I really do feel like that is that you are working on your own personal healing, and in essence, that will filter in through your family. Wow, so this is really kind of focusing. I'm going to say the energy I'm picking up on this is sometimes people will treat you like garbage, all in the name of I love you. And that on that second card, when we were looking at that apology, is they think that they are doing the right thing at the right moment for the right reasons, and they don't understand the damage that they are inflicting. So I'm like, that's kind of a harsh card, and I don't feel like it's you. I feel, you are the one doing this, but it is happening within your realm. It's happening within your realm. Okay, so where is this all leading us to? And we've got Master of Destiny. And it says you're not at the mercy of fate, but a conscious creator of your destiny. And so there is this thing. It's like you are what you think. You are what you think. And if you are waiting for someone to tell you what you are, or waiting for a sign to tell you what you are, that's just not going to happen. And I'm going to say on that vibration is that if you're waiting for somebody to tell you who you are, you're never going to be happy with them telling you who you are. You have to determine who you are and what you are capable of at this time. Now, remember when we were talking just a moment ago about working through some generational curses or generational issues, old habits that are kind of handed down from generation to generation? I am going to say that what I feel like on this, when I'm looking at this reconciliation, as I think it is you that is going to be coming to a great awakening over this weekend, and it is going to allow you to look at some of these issues within your group, within your people, within your gente. It's going to allow you to look at these in a different perspective, and I'm going to say in a much more healing perspective. When I'm seeing this separation card, it wasn't so much about breaking up or leaving somebody, anything to that effect. What I'm picking up on this particular card, on this separation, is that kind of standing back or pulling yourself out of that relationship or that group so that you can get a different perspective from a different position within or among that group. So it's kind of like, let me just kind of like stand back and look at this from a different area. That's the energy coming in on that reconciliation card, flowing into the separation. It's like, okay, I love you, but I need a break. You're wonderful. This is, I love the support you give me. I love the things that you can do, that not you can do for me, but that you do for me. But I'm overwhelmed and I need to take a break. I'm overwhelmed and I need to take a break. That is the message that I'm getting on this separation card. I'm not picking it up along the lines of that. It's a break up. I want to see where things are, and I can't see where things are from being in the middle of it. Now, the other people that are included in this energy here may not like what they hear. They may not like the idea that, or feel like you're bailing out on them when that's not it at all. All right, but what actually is going to end up happening on this is that you're going to gain your platform. You're going to start seeing people look at you in a different way. And I'm going to say, when I'm looking at this and gaining influence, it is definitely about somebody looking at you or people looking at you in a different way. And I'm going to say it like this. It's like sometimes you get this really, really petite girl or a petite guy, Either way, they're a petite person, right? And you think, oh, they're not very strong, they kind of come off like they're weak, or like Private Benjamin, from that old Goldie Hawn movie, Private Benjamin, where, she needs a hair dryer and her curling iron and her makeup mirror and all of this, or she just can't get her day going, right? So it's like they're focused on like they would never get dirty, right? That's the way I want you to kind of see this. And so all of a sudden, poop hits the fan. Maybe it's Red Dawn and we're being, invaded by the Russians, and I'm just being real tongue in cheek with that. And lo and behold, you see this little petite girl or this kind of petite effeminate guy, whatever, and they can like pick up that AK-47 and hold it like it's a baton, like at the prom girls. They have a lot of energy, they have a lot of strength, they have a lot of tenacity that maybe we didn't recognize before. And that's what I see in this card. When I see in this card, your tenacity begins to flow. Your tenacity flows really hard and really strong. And people start to see you in a different light. And it is a light of respect, a light of honor. They're looking at you like, holy cow. Now, what I find to be super duper 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 interesting is the next card. And the next card is going to kind of give you a little bit of clarity about these weird relationships. And in there we see misunderstanding, but you'll notice that it's upside down. The misunderstanding card is upside down. And that is the reality in this, is that when you saw that gaining influence, and I'm like, it's people seeing you in a different light. They see your tenacity coming out. This misunderstanding upside down is telling me that when they see your change, or they really notice what you're bringing to the table and who you are, your mojo, what you can do, they are looking at it like a holy cow. I did not have that figured out very well, and I anticipated that they weren't capable of these things, and they are proving me wrong. Now you're going to love the ending card, because the ending card here is good health. And I'm getting good health, body, mind, and spirit. Keep working on your journey. Keep taking care of doing some shadow work. Do some soul work. Work on being the best version of you, because what's going to happen with this, as long as you're continuing to do that, people are going to notice, and they're going to see you in a different light and treat you very differently. They're going to give you the respect and honor that you've always deserved. So, I hope you enjoyed this weekend's energy forecast. It was the Foretell deck by River Ether. I'm going to call her Ether if River Ether. If it's not Ether, just correct me. And you know what? These are going to be, I'm going to do readings with these over the weekend. So let me know if you want to come see me in person over at the flea market, or do one online, and we'll do them for by donation only. How about that? Only this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Text me at 405-549-3766, and let's do a reading with the Foretell deck. Peace. Whoops.